Good morning. It is December the 9th, 2016. Time to kick off another trading day. It is the end of the week. The ECB is behind us. Interest rates stayed the same. The QE program runs at least until 2017. And some brave economists said that the ECB will extend its QE program into 2018. And that's a pretty safe bet. So central bank stimulus is still there. The growth in Europe is anemic. They're hoping for the growth to return to the United States and bail them out. We'll see if that actually happens. Next week we have the FOMC. And they're going to raise interest rates 25 basis points. Or they've certainly convinced the world that they're going to do that. There will be no QE. But it'll probably be couched in the next interest rate increase will probably be couched in fairly dovish terms. So the bet will be 2 to 4 interest rate increases in 2017. My guess is because of federal debt service that the most that they could realistically pull off in 2017 would be 2. And you say, well, or I've been saying that Trump's tax and economic policies are stimulate growth. How long will that take to kick in? That's usually a 9 to 12 month drag before you can start to see the effects of those policies. We're already starting to see a little bit where people are talking in terms of making investments. Japanese Saudi firm is going to put $50 billion into our economy. If Trump does do what he has proposed to do, does get it passed, other countries will be doing that, because who wouldn't want to put money in the U.S. economy with less rules and regulation and lower tax rates? China has been fighting to keep capital in their country. Why are the wealthy in China trying to get capital out of the country? Because they know over time what's coming in China, or they don't like the oppressive rules and regulations that they have right now. So next week's FOMC, it's also an auction week. Treasuries have been slammed coming into this, so we have a chance for a rumor fact rally. Today's news: consumer sentiment. 94.1 can come in higher than forecast. Wholesale trade minus 0.4. Baker Hughes rig count could come in higher than forecast, 797 last week. The news focus will be consumer sentiment in the direction of the E-mini. ES is strong, but the volumes are really terrible. We came in this morning with 44,000 contracts traded overnight. Normally it's 100, 115. And so what does that tell me? Is that it tells me that the large players are already long. Traders will take the market higher, but the bulk of the investment money has already been placed, and the volume won't come from huge panicked large institutional buying. It'll come from the trading community, hedge funds for the most part. Okay, given the selling that we've had, given the structure, we've got support at 124 even. Right now resistance starts at 12, so the first sell is 11 to 15. I think there's one sell left in the market, then 19 to 23 for sell 2. On the buy side, getting stops below the overnight session lows, so we'll make the buck to 04 by 1, and then 25 to 29 by 2, and we'll see if that materializes. I like the short side once. We can't bust 124, can trade from the long side. Knob spread came in quite a bit overnight. That's a pretty good long-term indicator of the market's direction. And we have rejected prices below 48.18. We have a Globex low at 21. Currently at 149 even, so 20 to 24 is number one for support. 13 to 17 picks up support over here. Buy one. Break that. No reason not to go to the buck. 1 to 5 will be buy two. On the resistance side, 149 is pretty obvious. Have this Q period high here. Have this W high right there. So we're going to make 49 even. 49.04 number one. 7 to 11 sell one. 19 to 23 allows them to get stops above the Globex high, but not break it out. Okay, looking at gold, lower. We came in, we still like the short side of the market. We felt they were going to test support. We had a sell at 75 to 77, didn't make it. 74 held. Why were we favoring the sell side? Had a new move down yesterday, very strong B, and thought the market would sell, so stops below that low. 59 I think are on the way. So support is at 60, 59 to 60, so buy one, 59.61. Buy two, 55, 57. Obviously stops below 11.50 are within reach. On the top, got this high at 71. Have this high at 67, so we'll make 68.70 sell one. May take a 65 to get in. Then 73.75 sell two. Takes a long time for things to unwind, Jeff, so I do believe the EU is headed to at least a trading community or a trading union, not controlled like it is probably from Brussels, probably a big cut back that way. Maybe split in two, southern tier, northern tier, but they've taken about as far as they can go, and they're being strangled by tax and industrial policy. Hard to get growth under those conditions. The growth needed to get them out of their funk, and the reason they have low growth is because of all the rules and regulations and welfare society. And the United States is bound and determined to get there themselves, or so it seems. You know, most people that produce just love what they're doing, and they want the government to get out of the way. And when you talk to most people, it's just, leave me alone. Don't mess with me. Sell one, 575. Sell two, 106 even. On the buy side, 105.50 is pretty obvious. I think we're headed lower. So let's try for 105.25. Put a question mark at 50. And it's been my position for at least 3 weeks that we're going below 105. I certainly think that's true. Don't know if we can get it today, but probably next week. Crude oil got a weekend meeting, and crude has rallied into it, as you'd anticipate. Most markets do rally into potentially significant news, and just the shorts just come out of the market. And you can see right here we've got 51.50 to what, 52 and a quarter is where resistance is, and we are pointed higher if OPEC gets a deal. Even with everybody knowing that they're going to cheat, it will trade higher. So nothing but P's behind us. So we've got stops above 51.50. I think that's first little band of resistance. So 51.50, 51.75, sell 1. 52 even, 52 and a quarter, sell 2. Like the long side better. 50.75, 51 buy 1. 50 and a quarter, 50.50 buy 2. And the E-mini. Where's the top? Well, stops above 22.50 or certainly within reach. That was our next trading target. I think we're headed to 2,300 plus. If the Dow makes 20,000, we should be there. Nothing but P's behind us as you split. So we've got support at 40, so 41 to 39 by 1. 35, 37 by 2. Sell failure to take out 45, 47. 49 to 51 for sell 2. You should trade from the long side. If you get short, 1 to 3 points maybe. In fact, that's probably the smartest thing I've done this week was the trading 2 days ago. We got long at 22.10. Just ride it, enjoy it, get out of the way. And you have to change tactics because market and conditions for trading a particular market change. You can't just blindly go. It's just a part of trading a fact of life. Okay, consumer sentiment 94.1 can come in higher than forecast. I would guess it would. Wholesale trade -4. That's not a strong economic number. Or they're buying everything and getting it off the. Just not a very strong number. So the Fed gets a piece of news that would make them a little cautious. And 797 Baker Hughes rig count last week. Probably higher. So the news focus, consumer sentiment. Going to take a while to get stuff up and posted. I'm going to get busy with that, and I will be with you as soon as possible.